What's up, guys? Welcome back to Told As Is, episode number 7. And today we've got a spicy one for you. We are talking hot topics with a bunch of questions that people have come to us about real estate. And we'll be diving into these while eating some wings and hot sauces. Welcome to episode 7.
Let's roll the intro music. Yeah, we're back. This is going to be a hot one, Danny.
I know.
Danny? Have I ever called you Danny before?
No, but people do.
Okay, we'll roll with it.
You roll with it, you know? I want to say, though, I wish I could get like a bird's eye view of what my office and setup looks like today. It's very different. We are doing the Hot Ones Challenge over the course of the episode while we answer questions. So we've got, how many hot sauces? 10? 10, and they range from really low Scoville levels to the ghost pepper high Scoville level. Sheesh! I mean, shout out to Fire Wings because these guys, really good ratings, came in through COVID, establishing themselves as a business, and I'm eating their wings today. Along with, we've got like the hot sauces that we both ordered on Amazon, and I'm pumped. Thank goodness these are little babies.
I've got some good old St. Louis. Shout out to St. Louis Aurelia for supplying me with some wings. I'm excited to dive in. So what have we got first on the table here? We've got some garlic herb hot sauce. This one, what was it like? It was very mild, but you got to start small and build up to it, okay? So shall we dive in and get on the first wing?
Well, I mean, I also want to show you these chili wings, or these chili fries on the side. Check these out. They're chili fries. Can you see that?
Yeah.
With onion.
They look amazing.
Oh my God. So, as an Italian, I've had spice in my life. So, I'm cool with it, but not too cool with the hot. Mm-hmm. So, I'm actually really nervous. So we agreed today that as we go through this, we can have, I think you have what, sweet potatoes, or did you get onion rings? What you got?
I did. I ate them actually already, so.
Yeah. Okay, fair. We're allowed to like eat things in addition to, and I just want to talk, because we actually talk a lot about the drinks that we have when we're doing the podcast, but today's a special day. What do you got? Show me what you got, and then I'll tell you what I have.
I got good old H2O.
A nice big glass too, eh?
Yeah, I got my Hydro Flask, my big 32-ouncer.
Nice. I got my water as well, but I don't know where this is going to take us. So I also have some Gatorade, and I also have some fiery ginger, maybe to like combat any situation that could occur. And of course,
I feel like ginger's going to make it worse, dude.
We'll see what happens. And I also have milk, because milk is good.
Yeah.
I'm prepared.
I've got a glass of milk.
Prepared.
I have a glass of milk in the fridge chilling, just in case I have to run out and grab it. But I'm
you
hoping...
You can't run out. That's the rule.
I'm hoping it doesn't have to get to that. Well, I didn't want to leave it in here and get warm and gross, so I just wanted to keep it in the fridge.
Yeah, that's fair. I wish I had 2%, but this is oat milk, so hopefully it has the same effect if I'm here. I will have emergency on speed dial just in case.
All right. So, yeah, we're also going to be doing Q&A today. So we've got a couple of really good questions for buyers and sellers that we got from Instagram. So thank you to everybody who contributed to the questions. They're going to be kind of like the focal point of the video. We'll just go through those one by one as we're also doing the wings, just kind of like, Hot Ones, they do the interview style. So we're kind of trying to keep it the same, but do a real estate version,
I'm pumped.
I'm so ready.
And I hope if we have no embarrassing moments, things are going to get hot on here.
So first one, we've got garlic herb.
Yeah.
On the nose, it smells sweet, smells herby. Definitely garlic.
Wait for me. Ooh. Oh, and I also brought a spoon because Ryan.
I'm just going for it. I'm just going to pour it straight on there. Oh.
Are you really?
Oh, yeah. It's actually it's runnier than I thought.
Okay, look how big these wings are, first of all. They're like lightly breaded, too.
Yeah, I got breaded ones, too. I love it.
I'm going
to need to put a napkin down. These are runny.
Okay, I put a spoonful.
All right, ready? I'm going for it.
Okay, fine.
All right, the first wing. Cheers.
Cheerio.
Listen to that crunch.
You can. This is kind of like ASMR. All right, Ryan. Here's your question. I'm not going to lie, this one's a little spicy.
You know, for the first one, I thought that was going to be pretty mild. It's actually got a little bit of a kick to it.
But it goes away. You know how there's
I think
like
it's just more of that
lingering
kind of
kick?
like buffalo vinegariness. It's not really spice. But yeah,
These wings are phenomenal.
tasty.
Ryan, as you're enjoying that spice,
Yeah.
is right now a good time to buy?
Is right
Tell the
now a
people.
good time to buy it? Well, actually, the best time to buy was yesterday, last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 10 years ago, okay? And every good agent's going to tell you that. Because time in the market versus trying to time the market, we hear it all the time, right? We hear it all the time. Just get into the market when you can, if you can afford it. And obviously, that is going to depend on your situation. But if you can afford it, you should get in as soon as possible.
Yeah. People are always like waiting for the right time, and then they get priced out because, you know, historically, home prices are always increasing. So, and people can't save faster than inflation. So
Yep.
at the rate that we're going in the current climate, yeah, buying now is doable. You just need to have the right support and guidance, right?
Yeah, totally. Good question.
Buy now.
Bye now.
That was good. I didn't really taste too much garlic, I'll be honest. But
No, I think it was very,
that's good.
buffalo-y. A little vinegary.
Okay, the next one is jalapeno bacon.
Ooh, this one's an interesting
love-
shade of green.
I love bacon. Okay, what's the question, Ryan?
The next question is, should I buy first or should I sell first? And this is a great question because in this market right now, oh, I just threw a lot of sauce on there.
I hope you're doing as much sauce as me. I'm doing a spoonful every time.
I'm literally like coating the
it's a
whole
little
wing.
excessive.
So yeah, should I sell first? Should I buy first? This is a question we get a lot right now because with such low inventory, it's hard to kind of figure out if you're going to be able to buy something. But if you can't really buy something before you know how much money you've got, right? And it's tough to go in firm or unconditional on a home when you haven't got, you know, the financing lined up or whatever it might be. If you need a bridge mortgage or you're paying all cash, if you've got a lot of equity that you need to cash out when, on the sale of your home. But I think it's good. You can basically predict conservatively what your home would sell for right now. But it's there's a risk of overspending depending on what your goals are.
And then the unknown of your own property. In most cases, it will sell. But I always tell people this. When it comes to buying first or selling first, what is it that you're buying? Every person's position is going to be different. You know, do you have a place to stay if you need to, if the closing dates don't align? If what you're looking for is more unique, right, than what you have, then it might take a longer time to buy. So I feel in that case, you would hold your property, and especially in a market like this when things are selling in like a week,
Yeah.
then you'll sell after, right? But knowing what you have in your bank account, if that's also like the equity, largely important when purchasing your next place, then sell first.
100%.
I ate the whole thingy.
How are you feeling after that one? It definitely is a step up.
Is it? I'm not gonna lie. I love the bacon on it.
Yeah.
I did taste it. It wasn't that spicy. I'm ready for the next one.
I found it spicier than the first one. I've definitely got more of a mouth warming going on than with the first one.
Okay.
Definitely manageable though. I'm not scared.
You're not scared yet, eh? I'm gonna go for.
But that's number 2 out of 10, and it gets hotter each time. So next question: as a seller, should I get a pre-inspection on the home for buyers?
Yeah, I mean, a pre-inspection can make or break you in the sense of it discloses, and any home inspector that's coming to your property is going to have to be neutral, right? Not biased towards the seller or the purchaser. So they're coming in with a neutral eye and giving you exactly the health of the property. Now, if there's things that, you know, the roof needs work, it could put in the mind of a buyer that, you know, there's a lot of things to fix here. So what I say is, in a market like this, when things sell, leave it up to the buyers. If you're very confident in yourself and you know that your roof was recently done, perhaps you have a warranty for it, all the HVAC's all in good order, the brick, the foundations, no issues with that, then confidently get one, provide it to the buyers, and perhaps you'll get even more money for your property.
Yeah, sometimes it can help for buyers to kind of make a more informed decision if they're getting this full report on the condition of the home. Then they can look at that and say, you know what, I'm happy to go in now without an inspection. Now my offer is firm and I'm going to be a little more competitive. But at the same time, a lot of buyers aren't going to trust the person that you've chosen to inspect the home, right? For all they know, it could be your uncle who's just writing up a quick report to try and get better offers coming in. So a lot of people would rather use their home inspector that they trust rather than the one that the seller has provided. But it doesn't hurt as long as, you're using somebody reputable.
That's fair. Any home inspection is going to be helpful, but absolutely. In a typical market, buyers will always get their own.
Yeah.
But ethically, home inspectors should be fair. But yeah, that's my take on it. I've had homes where, home inspector was like, this might show a lot of things that, because they're small things too, like could be electrical outlets or the windowsills have cracks in it, like things that, the naked eye, someone who's just walking in, a general buyer, would not notice or think that there's a cost associated to that. So it could really rack up in the minds of buyers that there's lots to be had in the house.
Totally. All right, shall we dive into another wing here?
Yeah, so we've got jalapeno lime tequila.
Ooh.
Really pumped about this one.
I love me some
I hope
tequila.
it has a lot of tequila.
It's like a jalapeno margarita in hot sauce.
Cheers. Well, my spoonful, dumping it on
Oh my
one side
gosh.
of this. Whew.
Some of these are a little runny, eh?
They all are. There's a lot on here. I'm going for it.
Dive on in.
Oh, it's tequila for sure.
Yeah? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, on a Monday after the weekend, not a great thing.
All right. Bon appetit.
I like it.
Oh yeah, tequila. Holy.
It's good, right?
The flavors are on point.
I am.
A little
I
kick.
also don't know if it's...
Definitely jalapeno. Nothing too
Okay,
crazy.
here's your next question.
Shoot.
So, I feel like I'm going to get stuff in my teeth. Okay. I've actually been asked this question so many times, so I'm so glad that we have it. From a buyer's perspective, how many houses should they view before purchasing one?
Great question. That very much depends on what it is you're looking for and how picky you are. In this market, if you see the home that you like on the first try, then one. If you have a very, specific list of wants and needs, it could take you 50 plus showings before you find the house that you really like. But we see a lot of buyers that kind of go out there and they start looking and, the first home might be amazing and exactly what they're looking for, but they're like, oh, I feel like I need to see more. You know what I mean? And then they're going to miss out by taking too long and being indecisive. So in this competitive market, I say don't put a number on it. It comes when it comes. If it's the right place, it's the right place.
Yeah, that's a fair point. And it's hard for us to say too, because we see so many houses. I've had clients where, they'll ask me, we'll probably see 17 properties together, and then they decide that they fall in love with it. They also realize over time that compromises have to be made sometimes. There's nothing that's going to have all the boxes ticked that you will still get at the end of the day, especially in a market like this when there's 20, 40 offers on a single property.
Yep.
So it depends how realistic you are. And then, of course, I've had some clients that walk into a place, the first place we've ever seen, just started the search, boom. Yeah, this is great, I'll take it. Even me, I'm like, don't you want to see more houses? Just like comparing what's out there. But when people know what they want because they define that, you make the house your home at the end of the day. So
Yeah, totally.
it depends on the person.
100% agree. All right, next question we got here. What should I look for in an agent?
I'm having water. Hold on.
Are you already there?
The
We're only into 3.
I know the spice is lingering.
I know it's this last 2, both of the jalapeno ones. They leave a little linger. They weren't so bad. Like they had a lot of flavor, and the spice kind of comes later. Got a little bit of a mouth tingle going, but nothing crazy. Nothing crazy.
No, but I like it. It's good, and I'm just hungry. This is my kind of episode, one that I can eat on.
I know we should do this more often. We should.
We will.
We'll get some more food from local businesses. Do a little bit of a highlight from the different businesses in our towns. And
Absolutely love it.
all right, so what should I look for in an agent there, Daniella?
When looking for a real estate agent, definitely check reviews online. Read about other people's experiences and make sure that it relates with yours.
Yeah.
You want to find someone who's full-time, their head's in the game, they're there to support you, and they're available, right? There's a lot of full-time agents that take on so many clients, where at the end of the day, they can't service them all at a high level. And if that's what you're looking for, make sure you're there to get the attention you deserve. And again, in a market like this where a listing comes up, comes down the next day, you might have to go see a property within 24 hours. So the agent's availability is so key.
Yeah, I think it's also really important to just find someone that you vibe with and someone that you're going to have a good time with, because it can take a long time and you don't want to be stuck doing it with someone that you don't get along with too, right?
Absolutely. And of course, like knowledge, experience, local expertise is largely important as well. But I think a lot of people bypass the one we're talking about. Vibing with your agent is so key. You guys will get married in a sense where you're spending a lot of time communicating and going out in person together. So, okay, we've got Cayenne Smoky Bourbon.
Ooh.
This little puppy right here.
If anyone knows me, I love whiskey.
Look at those nails.
I love a good smoky.
It actually smells smoky, right?
It smells like a really good barbecue sauce.
Yes.
All right. Hopefully this one isn't too hot, because we're up to number 4 out of 5, so we're almost halfway. I'm feeling good. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. There is at one point in these sauces where it doubles the Scoville level. So can you remind me which one that is? Because
yeah, I mean, even double of what we've got right now is getting there. All right.
Yeah, so you're chatting about agents and finding the right vibe. And I think that one's overlooked. Like I said, it's, you're working with your agent for a long time. You're basically talking together every single day, meeting up. And this could be for 6 months to a year, more or less. And that's a relationship.
Yeah.
Right? So for me, I like to make sure that I vibe with my people just the same as they should vibe with me.
And as an agent too, like, we really want to get to know the people we're working with. And if you can't do that, then are you really going to be able to represent them and find what they want, Mm-hmm. All right. How are we doing on this one?
It's good. I'm like, this one stings.
Good flavor, though.
It's really good. These wings are phenomenal.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little stingy. I'm okay, though.
It's like Frank's Red, like that high pitch, not a deep.
Yeah, a little
spice,
more like vinegary.
See?
Buffalo.
Yeah.
That was like a buffalo. If you merged like a buffalo sauce with like a bourbon barbecue, that's where we're at. I would say that's probably like the equivalent of a restaurant medium hot sauce. Like, we're getting there. It's not crazy, but we still have 6 to go, and there's a big jump at some point in there. So, all right, next question. What are some red flags to look out for when selecting an agent?
Well, I guess it's the opposite of what we just said, but someone who's not going to pour a lot into their listings to help it sell, right? Because people think that houses sell themselves. Like, yeah, sure, they do. But to be honest with you, I know a couple of homes that are exclusively on the market or offered for sale by owners. They're not getting the exposure they deserve. And so they're on the market in a time like this, like we're talking present day, have been sitting on the market available for over 6 months.
Yeah.
How does that happen, right? So marketing, knowing what your agent from a listing standpoint is going to do to help the seller is important. Are they going to invest money? Are they using, like you said, modern, traditional marketing tactics?
Yeah.
What's going to be provided to help that property sell? And then that service that you can't buy, right? The phone calls, the updates, the feedback, that kind of connection. Like, I have young clients, but I also have some older ones, and they don't want to sign electronically or don't know how, right? Or they don't know WhatsApp. They want the phone call. So is that agent going to cater to the client's needs? Right? People don't ask those questions.
Exactly. And I think it's very important for listing agents, especially if you're interviewing listing agents, you want to see their previous listings, how they've performed, how quickly they sold, what was the asking price, where did it end up selling? Because there's a lot of listings out there that, especially in this market, they get overpriced, and that is the worst thing that you can do, even in this hot sellers market.
Yeah, and that creates a stigma on the property, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Especially now, buyers have so much access to information. A lot of my clients are like, oh, I know the sale price of that, and you know, that was sitting on the market back in February. What happened? So they're very educated, and they need to know, like, they know before you do sometimes about certain properties because they're diving in. And, you know, it's good to make sure that the information provided has a valid explanation, because a stigma is a stigma. It could be a murder in a house, death, but it could also be like, right now, why is that property sitting for 20 days?
Yeah.
Stigma.
Yeah, because if something's sitting on the market and it's not selling, your automatic thought is there's something wrong with it. People have gone through and looked at this and they found something wrong with it, so I'm not going to bother. And like that is that can hurt a lot, but it could be just something as simple as pricing.
Yep. Looking at the agent and then the agent's office too. What does the office do? Do they provide anything? What's the flow? Is there a team? Are you hiring Daniella or Ryan? Or are you going to end up getting someone in their team, right? So knowing who you're getting as part of the process and what everyone's going to do to help you is largely important.
For sure. All right, are we on to the next one? What do we got here? Blazing Outlaw Chipotle Cayenne. So this is the halfway mark. This is number 5.
Is it?
Yeah. So I think this one jumps up a little bit from the last one, but nothing too insane, hopefully.
There's like funny little people on here. This guy's got like 2 guns.
Yeah, they're
blazing
really funny
through.
little animations on them.
Oh my goodness. Whatever's in those fries is also spicy, so if I cry first, I can't say that I'm weaker than you.
Oh, the excuses are coming out already.
Stop! Ooh, glazed up. Look at that.
Right.
Look at. I hope you have that much on yours too.
Mine's drenched. Look at this.
Okay, so is mine.
I'm not measuring. I'm just
On
going
Cajun
for it.
wings. Yeah.
All right.
What's
Cheers.
the question? Cheers. Okay. Okay, I'm going to tell you the next question while we eat this.
Okay.
This one's pretty spicy. This one kicks harder after.
It's definitely a step up from the last one.
Holy. I have goosebumps. I have goosebumps on my body.
Tasty.
Next
though.
question.
Wow.
Very tasty. I think I'm going to cave first. How much over asking are homes selling for?
This is a great question, actually, because everybody who like kind of keeps up with the news just sees 500,000 over asking, 600,000 over asking. It's irrelevant, guys. The asking price is irrelevant in this market. You could have something sell 50,000 over asking and something sell 600,000 over asking and sell for the same price and the same market value. The list price is completely determined by what strategy the sellers are taking. And that could mean listing it $100,000 below market value to try and get more interest, or it could be pricing it $10,000 under market value just to, you know, show people this is around what we want to get, but, you know, here it is. So list price is irrelevant. I think the media is making a big deal out of sorry. What was I saying?
Yo, that one was hot. It's hard to think. My nose, I literally have shivers on my body. Yeah, you made a really good point about 2 houses selling for the same price, but 550,000. It all depends. The pricing strategy. Did this seller and the agent choose to list it 500,000 under market value? So when asking what are properties selling for, you want to ask what's the market price.
Yep. And a good agent, if you're working with a good buyer agent, will be able to determine that for you, because you could have a home that's listed at 600,000 and a home that's listed at 1 million and then be worth the same thing. So you need to look at comparable sales, what has sold recently that is very comparable to the one that you're interested in, and go from there in terms of like coming to an offer price. I think the media does a really good job at kind of spreading this fear, and we've seen this throughout COVID, but it's happening with the real estate market too. There's lots of articles that they're thriving off of these way over asking headlines, and it's scaring people out of the market, and it doesn't need to be like that.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, properties are selling more than market value right now, in the sense that like people are just throwing down prices and creating their own market value.
Yeah.
which, yes, it is surprising to see some properties sell so much over asking, so much over what market value should be.
Yeah.
So that is a surprise. But the best way to have that conversation with an agent is, listen, what's market value? What are comparable sales? And just disregard the listing price, because a lot of times agents are, and sellers are choosing to say, hey, $5.99, put it on the market. And everybody knows there's no deals right now.
Yeah.
Nothing's $5.99, especially for houses in the city and the GTA. So
Same thing. Like, I saw a home go up for sale in Barrie, and it was it was a detached house. It needed a bit of work, but it had development potential. It was listed at $4.99. And anybody who's anybody knows that there's nothing in Barrie for $4.99. You can barely even get an apartment for that. So, like, you can clearly look at that, and even though it sold $300,000 or $400,000 over asking, it's like, okay, but they were asking $200,000 too low. Really.
I gotta stop eating these fries. They're hot.
Yeah, I think it's the fries that are getting you more.
The hardest part, they're not. Oh, they're chili onion. I thought chili beans. That's why I'm like, where's the chili? They're chili.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, he's like, they're chili. And I'm like, oh, Super Bowl chili. I thought there was going to be chili on them, but it's chili pepper. Damn it, it's hot. They're really good though.
Oh man, I'm like, you're really overreacting on those last two. It's because you're building it up with the chili fries too.
Right now, we're gonna get abducted.
Ooh, this one sounds good.
Mango habanero.
I like mango.
I love mango, and I love sweet and spicy. It's gonna be great. Woo.
All right, I'm going for it. Ooh, look at that dripping off of there. All right, see you tomorrow.
Yeah, so I guess my tips as well is listing it so far under asking is, honestly, I personally don't like to list properties like that, and I advise against it, especially if you know, say market value is $1 million. If you're listing it 700,000-800,000, it's not really fair for a lot of people. So I would like to see the market get back to listing properties, at a fair price, nothing under like 200 under asking, or more. It's not fair for the people.
But at the same time, if you're working with an agent that can't figure out the market value of a home, there's something wrong there as well. Because it doesn't
That's
really
how they do it.
It doesn't matter how you how much they're asking. As long as you're got your expectations in line on where it's going to sell. Woo! That one has a little more of a kick to it.
I don't think I can taste anything too much right now.
Yeah, I think it's nice to kind of like build it up over time. Because it's just kind of like adding a little bit each time. It's not like, boom. But we say that now. We've still got 4 to go. And that ghost pepper one's looking at me weird. It's just a different shade of red.
Ryan, the Scoville level, the next 4 jumps up double.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
The next one here has fists coming out of the ground.
Look at this wing go. Huge. Look at this wing is massive.
That's like a whole
I
drum.
love it. It is.
Okay, I'm going to hit you up with the
ASMR
next.
on this one.
I'm going to hit you up with the next question now.
Okay, and sauce.
You ready to go the next one already?
Yeah, I'm hungry. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Should I buy resale or pre-construction?
Ooh.
Extra hot garlic. Whew. I like garlic. I feel like this is going to be a little bit different
like
to the
garlic.
first one. Oh yeah, that one tickles the nostrils.
So much garlic on Valentine's Day. Okay, question was pre-construction or resale. I feel like this is getting harder as we go along. So when I tell people, it's hard to think right now. The hot sauce is getting to my mouth and my head.
All right, I'm going for it.
But this is a great question. If someone can, either one allows you to buy now, right? Because you can invest in pre-construction today. You can invest in resale today. Both are different investment vehicles. What do I mean by that? Well, one requires you to get a mortgage today if you need financing. The other does not. So if people do not require a mortgage or cannot obtain a mortgage, then taking some cash, especially if they have a fair amount of cash, and putting it towards a deposit according to the builder's deposit structure will allow them to purchase today and get a mortgage later on. But at least they're in the market because pre-construction properties increase in value as well. So both will get you a return. There's nothing wrong with either one. Of course, resale could be a little bit cheaper. I find resale properties, condos especially, are a little bit cheaper now than pre-construction pricing. I haven't tried this one yet.
Whew. I'm sitting here
You
listening
good?
to you speak, and I'm like, ah. We're getting there.
Is it hot?
It's getting hot. It's getting hot.
This one's very garlicky. I love it.
So yeah, this one is good. The next one that we try is double. Look at this
Let me
glow
get
I got.
some
I got the
rings.
sweats. I got the white boy sweats going on.
Ah!
But yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm a little biased. I much prefer resale over pre-con. That's just, we see a lot more of it up this way. And I think there's a lot you can do with an existing home, and I like to be able to see the house for what it is now. I'm less, accustomed to buying something that's not built yet.
That's fair. And traditionally, that's why pre-construction was less expensive before, because most traditional people wanted to walk into the place. They wanted something today. Real estate wasn't, you put 5% on a house and boom, it increases in value. Now people see that type of investment and they want it, right? So builders are actually commanding, oh my goodness, didn't we talk about this the other day? We saw builders were also doing pricing bidding wars.
Yeah, something like that. That's just wild.
Whoo, sheesh. Okay.
We're getting up there.
Here's the next one.
You hanging in?
I hope this is not what's going to happen to me. Look at the animation on that.
Extra hot. Extra hot habanero.
Habanero.
So this one is double the last one, okay?
Really?
Yeah, so just go easy on the pour.
Oh! I can't put it back in there. Man.
Okay.
I'm going to put on a Garpar. Just because. Oh, I went for it. I dropped it all on it. Let's see it.
Okay.
Oh, I can smell it. I can smell it from here. Let me see your wing. I want to see your wing. Okay.
We good?
See you on the other side.
I'm scared. I'm gonna try not to get it on my lips. Oh yeah. It's starting to hit.
Ryan,
Look at my face. I'm shining.
if a seller wants to cash out and sell their property and then they choose to rent, would you advise that?
Hell no.
Okay.
No. I had people saying this to me actually right at the start of COVID. They went, oh, these home prices aren't sustainable. I'm going to sell my house and get a wicked price. And then in a year or two, I'm going to, the market's going to crash and I'm going to go up and I'm going to be so well off. Well, you just wasted 2 years of equity paying rent. It's hard to talk. You just wasted.
Can you see my goosebumps?
But yeah, you just wasted 2 years pouring all of the equity that you had built up in your home, paying somebody else's mortgage for them, and now home prices have gone up $200,000. So, not a good idea. Like we said earlier, time in the market versus trying to time the market. If you try and time the market, that comes from sellers too. If you're trying to time the market and sell high and buy low, it's not like the stock market. It's not going to work that way.
Drink, boy. Yeah, a particular story that I had with the client, they wanted to sell their property, kind of cash out, pay off debts, live a little easier, especially in COVID, right?
Yeah.
We were looking for a property, and I always advise the same. Once you're out of the market, that's it. If you're renting, you're no longer gaining on any investment. So, my client was influenced, of course, by other family members, saying, oh, just rent something. Who knows? Prices keep going up. The market's going to crash. And honestly, she listened, she purchased, and she's made that much more, like $300,000 on her investment.
Yeah.
Now, just in a year. And had she pulled out her I can't speak.
I know, right?
And had she not put her money, at least some, like she downsized, right? So she's still able to take out property, have a tiny mortgage now, but still gain. And now look, she could refinance if she wanted to take out more cash. Best investment ever. I even said to her, if you buy this place and then down the road, maybe you don't want 2-3 level house, rent it out. Rent something else. Like there's opportunity. You don't ever have to sell. You could always rent your place and rent something else. Like there's opportunities. But once you take your money out of the market and you don't buy again, it's going to be that much harder to get back in.
Yep. With inflation especially, the dollar is decreasing day by day. And if that cash is just sitting in the bank or doing nothing, it's going down. It's
you're sniffling.
Am I like speaking?
You're kind of. I'm so ready for the next one.
I completely agree. I think there are some people as well who maybe took advantage of a high sale price. Maybe they owned their home outright. They could sell it for $1 million, put all that cash away and just retire. Some people might benefit from it that way if you just want an easygoing lifestyle. You don't have to worry about maintenance. You don't have to worry about anything like that. Then sure, do that. Or maybe if you sold your home and you bought a Winnebago and you're just going to go traveling around. Okay, guys, so Daniella's made an executive decision to add more hot sauce because we both got these 30 packs. What's our next sauce? We got hot damn, that's cayenne. Oh, hot damn, that's extreme cayenne. So this is another bit of a jump up from the last one. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
What a handsome man.
Oh.
We got a little wrestling guy choking himself. Again. That's a good sign. So while we're dabbing this one on, next question. What will the real estate market look like over the next 5 years?
The next 5 years of real estate, I think that condos are still going to do very well. Like, listen, let's look at what's happening, right? Lots of demand, lots of immigration coming.
Yep.
Hopefully we're not in COVID, I see things being opened back up in the economy in terms of businesses. Hopefully life is running back as it should. And with immigration coming, like if the economy is functioning as it is, people are back to work, they may want to come back to the city. Condos are going to be the most affordable. Townhouses are going to be the next transition. I'm thinking that townhouses are going to play a large part of purchasing for people who are looking to upsize. And
yeah.
It's still tingling. You said don't get it on your lips. It's on my lips. My lips are burning.
Yeah, that's the thing. The lips always is the worst.
5 years, I'm going to look at your face and then I'll...
Oh my God, on my lips.
You go... But I hope that people will be... I don't know, I'm just going to eat you. Okay?
Mm-hmm. I've got a good glow going on. Look at me.
I was just going to say, you're right about the glow. You're definitely more glowy than you were before.
I know, whenever I get spicy food at a restaurant, I get the white boy sweats, and I get made fun of. Woo! That one's hot.
Oh my God, Ryan! Oh!
And you wanted to add more.
Ah!
Oh yeah. Hot damn, that's extreme cayenne. Woo!
That one when it hits the back of the throat, my God.
Mine's on the tongue, man. My tongue is like throbbing.
See, I'm eating it. Are you placing the sauce down? Because I'm chewing it and it's hitting the top of my mouth. You're looking weak out there, Ryan.
That one was a jump.
Woo! My lips.
I also went a little heavy on the pour.
Okay, real estate
might have to go get the milk soon.
No, I've been drinking my milk. The real estate market in your eyes in the next 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough to say because we don't know what's going to happen. There's so many different factors, and we've been through this on a previous episode where we talk about what we think can happen this year, and even that, is nothing's for certain. It all depends on what's going to happen
It's not going away. I keep getting the shivers. Do you see that? Look at my shivers.
Yeah, it all depends on what's going to happen with things like immigration, things like interest rates, what the government's doing. There might be some weird little tax things that they do. Like there was talk for a while of them adding a capital gains tax to a primary residence. Like, if things like that come along, that can really kind of disturb what's going on in the market. And I don't know, 5 years, I mean, I think realistically prices are going to keep going up. They're just not building fast enough. We saw recently that that article that came out.
I'm sorry. You're talking so fast. Keep going. It's great. I love the content.
I'm trying not to let my mouth touch each other too long. Like, the longer I keep my mouth closed, the longer the burn stays. But yeah, look at these sweats.
Yeah.
But yeah, we saw this article the other day that came out that everybody was sharing. And it was like, Ontario needs to build 1.5 million homes over the next decade. How realistic is that going to happen in the next 5 years? I don't think so. Not very. Oh, sorry.
150,000 homes a year. It's tough. It's tough with the construction costs right now, the availability of developments, and COVID has slowed a lot of production. So I don't think that we will be able to keep up. And so therefore the demand will still remain high, especially in the next coming years. You're not looking so good over there.
I know, I look worse than I am. Like, it's definitely spicy, but I'm not at a quitting level yet.
You're not quitting yet?
No.
All right.
I always get really bad sweats with spice, though, even if I'm enjoying it. That's probably about as hot as I could go comfortably. Like, I would choose that. So these next three are going to be interesting.
Yeah, because each one of these three is about 15% stronger. I think the last one is like 40% stronger.
Yeah, the last one's going to be nuts.
So the next question, how can the younger generation get into owning real estate? I really like this question for sure.
Yeah, I think there's, a lot of people that are scared of what's happening in the market right now, and they're thinking, how am I or how are my kids going to ever own a home? Yeah. And I think this is where it's going to come down to a generational thing. Like, it's going to be more and more normal, and it already is pretty normal for parents to help their kids get into the market, whether that's assisted down payment, whether it's co-signing, whether it's co-ownership. So, we talked a little bit about this with Aubrey last week about mortgages. We're seeing a lot more and more parents helping out in some way just to get their kids in the market. But I also think there needs to be a kind of a shift in people's mindset on, owning with a friend or whatever it might be.
Co-buying. And with interest rates being low, refinance has been a huge game changer for a lot of people. Pulling that equity out of their house, refinancing on low interest rates, even purchasing a property. Purchasing power has gone up because they can afford more. So that has helped. But, if people are in a fortunate circumstance where their parents can leverage equity, gifts, or else co-buying with a roommate instead of, find a roommate or a cousin or a friend who's able to purchase with you instead of room with you, and invest together, because guaranteed you'll make money in the first few months, the first year, astronomically right now.
Yep.
It's the way to do it.
Okay. Are we ready for the next one? What do we got? Extreme hot garlic.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what's going to be nice? I'm going to go
This
on
one
the
doesn't
garlic farm.
sound. This one doesn't sound as intimidating, but our Scoville sale says otherwise. All right. Bon appetit. Oh, that's got good flavor. It's nice when it's not just like all heat, no flavor.
Yeah. This is my kind of spice. It's spicy.
I think this one's going to be a slow build. I'm feeling it. Sometimes you get the spice straight away. Sometimes it comes later.
Oh, God.
This one's starting to get warm.
It's getting toasty. Okay. Should I stage my home?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Should a seller stage their home?
Yes. Now that's going to mean different things for different people. So some, if you've got a vacant property, like say you've already moved out, or if it was an investment property and it's vacant now, 100%. I see a lot of vacant properties getting sold and no staging is done whatsoever. A lot of people find it very difficult to visualize themselves living there, and it's even worse if the place is like badly staged or is not staged at all, and you've got a lot of old furniture, gross paint colors. People find it very difficult to say, yeah, I can see me living here. Not everybody has that visual. Whew!
Ryan, this one is hot.
Yeah.
You were right. It's a creeper.
It is. It's getting hotter by the seconds.
It's on my lips. I gotta get it off my lips. I brought like a whole paper towel situation.
But yes. But yes, staging is very important. And even if you've got your homes full of stuff already, staging could be removing things, right? Decluttering, depersonalizing.
Yeah. Absolutely. And listen, clients will ask me, should we stage? Absolutely. First impressions are everything. So if you think about when you meet a person, right? Like we can like that person or not. When you go for a job interview, is that person dressed professionally or not? These are small things that go a long way. You want to dress your house for that interview. So you want to have a buyer walk in, have for the pictures, especially now when people are even buying sight unseen or virtually.
Yeah.
Have it all done, ready to go, and look nice from the one shot that you have to get it out there. Because most properties are viewed with the highest amount of views in the first 3 days of the listing, right?
Yeah.
That's your first shot. Other than that, they're going to look the other way, still shop around. And its data has been collected that properties that are staged and properly marketed sell for more money.
Yeah, and don't overstage it too. We see a lot of some staging is just crazy. And if you walk into a home and you automatically say, "Oh, this is staged," like that as well, just is not a good look either. Be realistic. What are people in that price range going to own? And what is going to, provide the most context to them when they're entering the home? If it's full of high-end luxury stuff, but it's a $400,000, like, old home, it's not going to make sense to a lot of people. So make sure that the staging reflects what a buyer would actually be interested in. Okay. Extreme jalapeno.
I need to cool down with the celery.
We only got 2 to go. Now the jump up here. We got extreme jalapeno. This one is a very dark shade of green, and sometimes these dark green ones really get you.
You look like an extreme jalapeno.
This wing doesn't look appetizing anymore. It's got green slime on it.
That's true. Oh man, I'm getting a headache from this spice.
Fruity.
So, fruity it is nice. It's fresh.
How can your offer be more competitive as a first-time home buyer competing against cash offers?
Okay. So, competing against cash offers or offers with no conditions, I mean, you just want to get yourself up there in price. But I've seen conditions, people offering like 30, 40,000 more with conditions than a firm offer and still not get it accepted. So, what's the price of a condition, right?
Yeah.
Firm offers are key to sellers right now, especially when home prices are jumping at astronomical prices. They don't want an appraisal to go in and that buyer backs out.
Yep.
And they don't want a contingency to have a plan to sell the house and then have it A, come back to the market or purchase a property themselves and then not end up selling their house.
Yep.
So firm offers are key. Best way to do it is to go in with a home inspector before you're going to put an offer down. So just go and do your due diligence, right? Bring a home inspector in, get your financing in order. Of course, no one's going to ask you to remove conditions, but as you prepare for those conditions, just like anybody else I know, this will help you for sure in the long run. So send the MLS, the information to your broker, have them review it, have them give you, a little bit more details on if they would finance it, what that would look like.
Yep.
Does anything in that property affect the pre-approval they gave you?
Yeah.
And if you're good for it, go guns blazing. This one's hot.
Yeah, man. And this one's it wasn't bad for the first couple bites.
I know.
But it's up
As
there.
I was talking.
Holy shit.
As I was talking, it was getting hotter.
But yeah, totally agree. Get in firm if you can, because if you're in a competing offer situation, firm always wins, man. Firm always wins. We've seen we've seen offers that have been higher than the second place offer, but second place was firm. The highest one wasn't. Oh shit.
Why am I eating this?
Oh,
it's
buddy.
so hot.
You just wait. It comes.
I want milk.
This is the hottest episode we've done so far.
Yeah, literally. Oh, my nose is running. Okay, I'm going for the milk again. That is hot.
I haven't gotten the milk
not
yet.
Going away.
I think I'm gonna have to get the milk after this ghost pepper one, though. This is a big jump.
Oh. Oat milk, very key. Not really helping, but it's there.
Woo! My nose is running.
Shush!
Okay, yeah, so, first time buyer, if you're competing with cash offers, you gotta find a way to go firm. You need to have, if you're going on a condo, you need to get that status done. Get it reviewed by a lawyer before your offer day. Get a home inspection in there before the offer day. Talk to your mortgage broker and see if you can go in without a financing condition. I'm struggling.
It's hard.
Yeah, man.
My eyes are gonna cry.
I think I'm gonna have to go grab my milk.
Go get your milk, little boy.
Hey, you started with milk.
I have to blow my nose. Well, guys, it's just me on the podcast here. We've lost the co-host. I'm going solo right now.
Wow. Those got hot, man.
I'm kind of scared for the ghost pepper.
Yeah. So before we jump into this last hot sauce and destroy both of our fucking days,
My mouth is on fire.
offer night strategies. Do we go in with our highest and best straight away? What do you think?
Do we go in with our highest and best straight away? Very good question. When I'm coaching my clients on offer night and what to do and what the process is, it's not a standard operating procedure, right? Every seller, every agent is different in the way that they communicate, in the way that the offers play out. So what I say is, if you're going to go strong on offer night, right, and put your best foot forward and your max and you have that, then make it a really short irrevocable. Go so strong and do not give them 5 hours to decide, right? So
Yep.
It really depends on the client's budget. It depends on their offer compared to what the market's saying and how many other offers are there. So our strategy is just is custom to all those factors playing a role. And at the same time, you might ask the seller, no one wants to overpay in a sense, but you put what you feel it's worth. And if the agents come back to you and say, listen, you guys are close, there's a second round, sure, see if you can go up by there. But if there's this is your one shot, one and done, go in quick, go in strong, and don't give them a lot of time to decide.
Yeah. 100%. I think it's very important for us as agents to kind of sit down with our clients on offer day if we're with a buyer client and be very, what would you pay for this home? Forget about any other offers. What is your top dollar for this home? And would you be okay missing out if it went over that?
Yeah.
Because last thing you want to have is buyer's remorse. Buy something that you spent way too much money on. Right? Jeez, man.
You're gonna go take a Tums or something.
But yeah, and I think as a listing agent too, having held a few different offer nights, and we've had offers, 16 offers, 12 offers, 11 offers on a couple of my listings before, and I see it every single time. I see somebody who puts in their first offer, and I always write as the listing agent, please bring your highest and best first. There's no guarantee that we're going to be doing a second round. And every single time, I get somebody right at the bottom of the pile calling me up after the property sold. We can go higher. We can go higher. Well, you missed out. you didn't come in highest and best first. We didn't give you a second round. You know, the property's now sold and your clients missed out because, you know, you didn't accurately educate them.
Yeah, never anticipate what a seller will do. They may accept the first time. They may not. But is the property, like, do you love it that much to risk it, right?
Yeah. And for all you know, even if they do a second round, you might be in first place already and second place might be nowhere near you. And they can do a second round just to see if you'll go any higher. Mm-hmm. And if you've gone in and said, nope, that's the most we're paying for this home, sorry, thank you. And you're still the highest after the second round. Yes, someone might beat you, but as long as you're not exceeding, I'm scared of this one. I'm scared of it. As long as you're
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like, are we speaking properly? Like,
I don't know. This is gonna be a doozy to edit. Shall we do it? Shall we rip off the Band-Aid?
Here we go, guys. Ghost pepper time. This one is the highest. When we started with garlic herb, the difference in this is like 6 digits in Scoville level. So this was
it's a lot.
And this one was 40% higher than the last one. So
yep.
I'm going to shake it.
Oof.
Add some consistency.
Yep.
Hey, don't cheap out. I'm doing a full...
I'm doing it on the camera, okay? This is like on hot ones, they do the last dab. You always have to do a little bit extra.
Yeah, okay.
But they fully sauced them up too, so... Oh, man. Look at it dripping off there. I'm scared. All right, ready?
Woo-wee! Okay. Woo.
Guys, we can't promise how coherent we'll be after this, but...
Oh, man.
We'll finish the episode nonetheless.
I feel like... Do you have enough on yours?
Yeah, mine was running off of it.
All right. Could you see mine?
Yeah, not really, but sure. I trust you.
Trust me, it's there. It's the
Okay.
same amount I've been putting on all of them.
Cheers.
Cheers! Oh, God.
Oh, man. Straight up the nose.
Ryan! This was not even hot. I don't taste it yet.
I snorted it.
Is yours hitting you now?
Did you chicken out? No, I think I just snorted it in the back of my throat.
I need more.
I think this one's a slower build too.
Well, don't say that because I'm putting more on.
I'm going to have a second one. I'm going to have another one.
I taste it now.
It is building.
It's building.
It is tasty.
It is.
I feel like you also get to a point where your mouth is just kind of numb.
I think it's numb. It is hot though. I feel it in a couple of parts. Yeah, it's there.
It's coming. Okay.
We should not have added that one.
Before we can't talk anymore. Should you put in a bully offer when they're not taking
Ryan! Abort mission! Abort mission!
Should you put in a bully offer when there are no preemptives? Answer the question!
I'm just dealing with something right now. I hate you.
Why'd you do a second one? I don't even remember this whole episode.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, what was the question?
Should you put in a bully offer when they're not looking at preemptives?
So the sellers have signed to not see preemptives. Guys, everything is negotiable.
Mm-hmm. Woo!
The salaries are not helping. Huh.
Milk isn't either. I look like I've been for a run.
Shit, is that your workout for the day?
Literally. Okay, so should you put in a bully offer when they're not taking preemptives? Okay, so Preemptive offers, basically, if you don't know what they are, it's when they're holding offers. They're holding offers. There's an offer date. You put in an offer anyway earlier than the offer date. Sometimes they say no preemptive, seller will not entertain. Sometimes they'll even have signed a form to say they won't do it. Guys, no matter what, they can only say no, right?
I feel like you have lots to say on this because you see it a lot, especially in cottage country, where they don't want to see anything in a day or two, right?
Yeah.
Not a lot of people have come to make it to the property. They can't visit 2 hours away. So why does everything taste hot right now? Even this carrot!
Yeah.
So leaving time for exposure is important. And I want to lick this paper towel.
That was hot.
That was hot. It's still burning on this side.
Yeah, it's staying. It's sticking around. But yeah, you're so right. Like, as a selling agent,
What you said.
as a selling agent, if you're holding off offers and there's lots of interest, waiting till offer day is going to be best. And I've seen it before. We've held offers, no preemptives, and we've always received a preemptive anyway. It always, so far, has ended up selling higher. So for me, it's like, yeah, the reason that they're doing a preemptive...
A preemptive offer from a buyer's standpoint is 100% good to try to make the effort. It doesn't matter if the agent said, we don't want to see anything. Still give it a go.
Yeah.
Because you never know, right? You have seen properties sell, even saying no preemptives.
Yeah. And there's nothing worse than if you're a buyer and you're looking at a property. And this happened to me with a couple of buyers once. We were looking at a property. They were holding offers. They said no preemptives. It was sold before we even saw the place. So, they say no preemptives. You book a showing for like 2 days before the offer date. And then before you even get in to see it, they've sold it to somebody else. And you didn't get to put in an offer because you didn't even see it yet, right? So,
yeah,
it happens. I think being quick to this market and being aggressive where you need to be definitely pays off. But personally, as a listing agent, if you're going to hold offers and you're going to do an offer date, it pays to stick to it. One, you're probably going to end up with more money unless you're getting really weird feelings that no one's interested and you're not getting any showings booked, in which case that maybe wasn't the correct strategy. But that's never happened to me. My offer dates have always been very successful. Every single home that I've listed with offer dates somebody has tried to do a preemptive, and it's always been lower than what we ended up selling for. So stick to your guns, listen to the market, listen to, the feedback. And something I do as well is I call every single showing agent back and ask them on their feedback, because that gives you a day-to-day exactly how many people are likely going to be interested in the property and will make an offer. And if you get a preemptive, but you've got a list of 14 other people that are interested, then guess what? You may as well just wait it out.
Yeah. That's like, if you're not doing that, you're not doing your job.
Yep.
If you've got even a good offer that comes, it might seem good. I've had bully offers where my client's like, that's more than I would have expected. And it's like, well, listen, we've got a couple more showings in the next few days.
Yep.
While we have this offer, I can call those people now and say, hey, what do your clients want to do? You want to come in earlier? What would you offer us, right?
Yep.
And even if that price seems high, holding off until offer night, same here. You'll always get a better price more often than not. But that doesn't mean to disregard what you have on hand in this market. Because sometimes people are like, you know what? There's another place I like too. And maybe they do have the deepest pockets and they won't be back. But every property is different. So you just got to read the demand, do extra work and due diligence. And my mouth's on fire, Ryan. Like, I don't know what to say. The more I talk, I feel like a dragon and I'm breathing fire right now. Like, holy. I ended up doing this thing and I thought it helped, but...
Oh, God. Ginger was a bad idea, man. That's going to destroy you. Okay. Well, that was great. I had a lot of fun. We got through all the questions. We got through all the sauce. We're still alive. We're still kicking. Those last two were definitely a challenge.
Check in on me later.
Yeah. So, yeah, shout out to our wing suppliers. Thank you for creating some delicious wings that we just destroyed with hot sauce. So shout out to St. Louis Aurelia, and what was the place you ordered from?
Shout out to Fire Wings Bar and Grill out in Toronto. Those wings were phenomenal. I did taste them without hot sauce, so I know they're good. The crunch was phenomenal. Mm-hmm. And and the chili fries, they were chili fries. I can't believe I thought they were chili. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought it was going to be chili, but it was chili spice. I can see it now. I can see it. But no, that was awesome. I feel full. I feel spicy, and we covered really hot topics in real estate. Some of the hottest common questions that I've heard more than a handful of times.
Yeah.
So thank you to everybody as well who listens and tunes in to us and engages and provides content that they want information on. We're happy to dial in on that.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you are listening, you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. Otherwise, we always upload the full video version to YouTube. You can look us up, Told As Is Podcast, on any platform. Please, if you wanted to get in touch with us, buying, selling, or looking to level up your real estate business, you can get in touch with us, link in bio. Whew! I'm ready to go.
I gotta blow my nose.
All right, tune in out, guys. Thank you for coming. We'll see you in the next one.
Thanks, guys. Catch you later.
Bye.